Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your love energy update. Now, Sagittarius, I do feel this measure of withdraw within your own love energy. And it does feel like many of you are attached to someone, and this person is devoted to you as well. However, I can tell that this person brings you a lot of sorrow. I feel like this person loves to live with their boot on your neck. It's like they're constantly clinging to you. And let me tell you something that you already know. This person is obsessed with you. An obsession, it is not love, okay? I feel like right now this person has you in a state of depression almost. A depressed Sagittarius, it just doesn't make any damn sense here, but it feels very mutual. Only you. I feel like you guys really are trying to stick this out together. However, I can see some really toxic karmic patterns repeating constantly in this connection. So let us dive deeper here. I'm Caroline, the Moon Mountain Mystic, and this is my one and only account. I will never reach out to you for any reason. So if you get a message from me, it is not me. But if you would like a reading with me, hit up my inbox and I will get you booked today. I do feel like, man, you don't know what to think right now. You've got a little bit of cloudy judgment. And honestly, I don't blame you. I can tell that you guys want to hang on to one another. However, it does feel like the time is closing in on this situation. For some of my Sagittarius, even though I can see that you are attached to this person, man, sometimes you may be thinking about what it would be like to be single again. Tarot, tell us what we need to know about this situation. I'm hearing lonely in love. This person is around you all of the time. You don't feel that love for them. You don't feel that care and attention coming from them. Well, maybe the attention, but it's not always the type of attention that you want here. I feel like you would choose to stay away from this person if you could. But I know that it's much more complicated than that, okay? Even inside of this relationship, it does feel like you are lonely. But Sagittarius, if there's one thing you always are, it is strong as well. And it makes me feel like I have to tell you that sometimes the strongest thing you can do is letting go. It doesn't feel like that's necessarily what's going to happen in this situation. Two of Wands on the bottom of my deck. It makes me feel like you're pushing through this and you're pushing forward with this person. Tell us about this sorrow that I feel for my Sagittarius. I hate to see a sad Sagittarius. And I can see for everybody else, you're putting on that brave face. That's what that strength card is all about, baby. But you don't have to be strong with me. And you already know that. Let me see what came on this ground. You are keeping it together, though, in a really big way. And I think you're about to be rewarded for that as well. I can see that not everything is perfect in this relationship. However, I do not see it dissolving. And so I think that you need to carve out a part of your own mind where you can really retreat to here, Sagittarius. But I do see some improvements on the horizon. With the Ace of Wands, it does feel like something is coming in here to inspire you. And when I see this Page of Cups, I'm hearing, I'm going to make it up to you. I feel like this person does have some type of plan to make amends, okay? I also do see the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of my deck. And I feel like right now, this person has been noticing that you're just not as happy, and it feels like they are willing to sit down and listen. When I see this Three of Pentacles, it makes me feel like this is somebody that does want to compromise with you. I feel like your partner might just show up with some flowers or some roses or something special for you. Page of Cups is the card of gifts, okay? I feel like this person also wants to take you out, show you off just a little bit when I see this Knight of Wands. So it does feel like this person has a plan how to make things better. And I can see from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, this relationship will continue to move into the future. Tarot, tell us more about this withdrawn card. When I see withdrawn and I see the Hermit, I can tell that you are feeling lonely within this relationship. Tell us more about this Hermit and withdrawn. What's the highest advice that you have for our Sagittariuses that feel this way. I see the Chariot, okay? And I can see too, in the ways that this person may not, may withhold affection or anything like that, it's time to give it to yourself. It reminds me of that Miley Cyrus song. You can hold your own hand here. You can hold your own hand through this. It feels like if they don't want to show you the affection that you deserve, that's something that you can give to your damn self here with the Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles. When I see this combination too alongside the Ace of Pentacles, it does make me feel like there are other parts of your life where you can really pull a little bit of fulfillment from to fill your own cup, okay? Until they end up topping you off. And honestly, it feels like that's something that's not that far away either when I see the Eight of Wands. When I see the Eight of Wands, it definitely makes me feel like improvements are on the way, okay? I will say though, this person, they feel like they have some type of problem. There's something about them that is not all the way there. When I see Judgment in reverse, this person is going to make amends to make this cycle between the two of you get better and to improve, but they don't realize the problem. Seeing this card in reverse, they do not realize that they have an issue. They don't see the root of the issue. And seeing as there's so many karmic repeat patterns in this situation, these are issues that they're meant to break within themselves. They're meant to examine. You do all the damn time. Sagittarius, I'm going to end this reading with one question. When is it their turn to learn? When is it their turn to grow? Because you've been doing it all along.